Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series for Hexarchy. This game recently popped up in my Humble Choice package. As you can see here, I guess they're welcoming all the Humble Choice players. And Gamer Math, because I play a monthly subscription for the Humble Bundle and I don't think about it. Effectively, this is free. I think that's how that works. So I figured I'd play it, try it out. It looked like it might be right up my alley as far as, you know, a 4X game, but also it's got a little bit of a card mechanic. I think it's plays pretty quick. I think the description on Steam says it plays in about 60 minutes or so. We'll see. Like I said, I'm coming into this very, very blind. I don't know if I've even seen any YouTubers playing this yet, although I'm sure plenty of them have. So I'm coming into this blind. I figured it'd be kind of fun, something lightweight, something just to kind of jump in here and just do something a little bit change of pace. So let's just jump right into single player. We got the starter campaign. Hegemon. Choose a civilization, contribute to its global domination. Time remaining 6. Oh, that must be like a kind of like a weekly challenge, maybe. Play a customizable game against the AI. Daily challenges, weekly campaigns. All right. Well, I mean, we're definitely gonna start with the starter campaign because I have no idea how to play this game. So bear with me as we kind of push through this. Play cards in order your units. The basics. That sounds like a good place to start. The basics. Don't forget to check what resources are available to buy off the market. So there's a market in this game. Yeah, I really don't know how fast this game actually goes. I mean, like I said, it says 60 minutes on Steam's description of the game. But it's kind of crazy to be jumping everything into 60 minutes. So we're playing as Persia, apparently. We've got a scout, we got tactics, satrap, and found capital city. Well, sounds like that's probably exactly what we want to do. 50% reduced unit supply cost. 50% reduced city upkeep costs. So apparently we're going to be making a little bit more money because we have cheaper costs. Just hit the button to continue. All right, so we've got our cards. Presumably want to found our capital city first. Drag or click cards. Okay, we'll just click it and we can found it anywhere we want to. Recommends over here on top of the woods area. Forest plus 25% defense. Yields presumably some wood or something like that. Maybe it's food. That first icon is probably food, wouldn't it be? And I think the second icon is production. So I'm assuming this means that it doesn't get rid of the forest if it's going to maintain this. Or we can recommend down here. Let's put it on the coast. It does look like it got rid of the forest on us here. No, never mind. It still says forest plus 25 defense. That is pretty good. I feel like a city having an extra defensive rating sounds like a smart idea. Build a scout in your city. So we're using build points here, right? We got 2 build points in the top left corner. 4 build points or 2, what is that, science? Yep, 2 science, 2 hammers. Or 4 hammers, 2 science, and this one takes 1 hammer. And it looks like we've got currently 3 hammers at the moment with an income of 5. There's gold. I don't see science here, but I'm sure we'll learn about that in due time. So it's telling us to build a scout. Honestly, that makes sense to me because I always build scouts in my Civ games pretty early on. Ancient Era Exploration Unit can gather resources. I like it. It must be built in a city, so we will build that there. A little scout here. And then what next? Units cannot move the turn they are built. That makes perfect sense. Use Persia's special satrap ability to claim a hex. Take an unclaimed hex that neighbors your territory and 1 additional random hex next to it. Okay, so let's play that. I mean, taking the horses here does sound like an amazingly good idea. Target this hex with the satrap card to claim it. Cool, and we got mountains, which sounds worthless. So that did not work out so good. Oh well. You don't have any hammers left and don't have any units to move in your turn. Okay, sounds good. We found London. Something tells me war is going to be in our early future here. 1 culture, so we did get a culture from something. All right, 4 new cards. So I guess did it cycle all of our cards? It did. So our other card that we had in our hand that we were not able to spend, it did go away completely. You spend hammers to play cards. They refill each turn. Plus 5. Okay, we figured that one out. This is your deck. Your cards draw at the start of each turn. Does that mean we can customize our deck at some point? Cards go into your discard pile when you play them. That makes sense. Cards left in your hand are also discarded at the end of your turn. You'll draw discarded cards again later. That makes perfect sense as well. Play tech cards like Animal Husbandry. Add new cards to your deck. So this will take 2 hammers or 1 science. Again, I don't see science. But maybe when we play this, it'll tell us something about that. Don't let your sheep go to graze where the wolf prowls. So it's a smart idea. Let's go ahead and play the Animal Husbandry, see what this gets us. Choose a card. Oh, so we got agriculture, which is another technology card, which presumably gets us more cards. We got pasture, gathers pigs, wool, and horse, which we do have a horse tile we just got. And then we got a farm. I'm pretty sure we want the pasture. It's probably exactly what the game's kind of encouraging us to do here. Build a pasture to collect pig, cow, wool, or horse. Build a pasture right there to get the horses coming in. And plus horses. Research animal husbandry and build a farm or pasture complete. Perfect. Press tab to use or use this button to cycle through units that need orders. Okay, well let's just tab. We got our scout here. Now does the scout just move? Now that it's actually out on the field, we don't have to do cards for it. Order units to move with the right mouse button. Okay, that makes sense. We can send it out to the water. I think we'll just bring it over here. Sure. And then we are out of hammers. We do have some gold. Everything else looks good. We'll go ahead and end turn. Divine Decree. Seller. Your current tutorial objective is shown here. Use a settler to build a new city. Okay, well that makes perfect sense. We'll use 4 of our hammers though. But presumably found new cities, cost increase the number of cities. Presumably more cities, more better. I'm assuming we just spawn a settler out here and we have to move it. Yep. Continue to explore with your scout. Okay. Sounds great. Okay, we move those buttons. I mean, yeah, London's one thing, but let's move you down this way. The fact that you only move once is a little bit interesting. Now we do have you. Make this unit automatically tag after moving last 1 turn. Can trigger to, okay, we obviously don't need that. Basic ancient era fighter. And then we got another pasture, which we currently don't have really anything to use that with. So I'm assuming we end our turn at this point. Yeah. All right. Gotta figure out. Well, we have a hammer remaining, but what can I do with my hammer? Don't think there's anything for us to do. Now, I didn't notice. Do we get 5 each turn, or will this go up to 6 next turn? I actually didn't notice it last time. Oh, it goes into gold. Okay, okay. That makes some sense, I suppose. City growth, +2 population. We love you, +1 victory points, +2 culture. Alright, so we got a scout. Well, first up, let me move my scout just so we can kind of get a little more vision on some things. Not really getting what we want. Are the settlers capturable? I wonder. Or can we just move this settler out here and go about our business? I could put another city on the coast. I could move it down here. Is either one of these better than the other? I mean, I can move it over here close to the cows. We know we have pastures and things. I mean, for now, I'm probably just going to take the recommended spots. One of the 2 recommended spots. This gets a little bit of gold, not as much food. This just gets us more food. I don't know. I kind of like living. I like being on the coast for some reason. We'll do that. And then we've got Scout. We got the Satrap thing again. We've got Agriculture, which is another technology. And we got Tactics, which is another technology. Honestly, you can spend gold to draw more cards during your turn. Well, that is very useful information to have. Can we see what cards we have? I didn't mean to draw a card, but that's okay. Government Civic. Interesting. I was hoping they would just let me see the cards, but I guess I'm not seeing that. That's alright, no worries. Spending a little bit of gold I don't think hurts anything. Even though I think we're probably going to do all these first 3 cards here. Right? I mean, although God King coming in here instead of Satrap could be beneficial. What is Satrap going to get us? Not really much until we settle this city, honestly. We might try the God King, see what that does for us. So, let's put us another... I mean, I might as well put another scout down, I suppose. I don't know if there's any reason... I mean, other than saving it for gold, I don't know if there's any reason not to just spend our hammers relatively aggressively here. And then let's do agriculture, see what cards we have. And I actually probably should have done this first, come to think of it. Agrarian Society. Or we got apparently a wonder, Hanging Gardens. That's actually really cool. So what does this require? So am I reading this right? 6 production and 4 gold, or 2 production, 2 hammers I should say, and 2, I don't know, it's coal or iron or something like that. Well, we don't have the stuff for that side of it. I'm going to take the Agrarian Society here. Now, the question is, which of these do I want to go for? I honestly don't know. I'm going to try the Agrarian Society. I thought about going God King, but I mean, we do have, you know, horses. We might be getting some more stuff over here, so let's see what this gets us. Alright, so it does get us another card. Add one farm or one something. Winery, wine maybe to each winery. To a winery, max of 3. Add 1 gold to each. Or we get a... Oh, here's the winery itself. Moves food yield, produces wine. And we don't have any farms. And we don't have any wineries. But this will get us a winery. Okay, let's take the improvement. We can't use it right now. But at least it goes into our... Presumably our stockpile. We can use it later. I would imagine. What is your thing here? What's that little icon there? Is that telling me that we don't have... I don't know what that icon is. Maybe we'll figure it out later. We have a lot of horses at the moment. Another scout. I mean, I don't know that we need a third scout. We are up to 7 hammers. Now, why are we up to 7 hammers? What changed that's giving us extra hammers all of a sudden? We're getting... Oh, is it the... Did the horse take time to build? And we just now finally got it built? Is that what happened? I didn't notice that it was taking time to build. If that is in fact the case, I thought it built instantly. But, I mean, we are getting 5 hammers from our main city and 2 over here. So maybe that's what happened. We got tactics. We got a pasture. Again. But we don't have any sheep. I mean, there's some sheep right here, right? We're literally sitting on some. If we had the thing that gave us, expand our borders, then that might be useful. Let me actually come over here to the settler. Do I want to just settle the settler here? Not really going to get us like the sheep or anything like that, although maybe soon we could get the sheep. Yeah, let's do the settle here for a second. Assuming it's just build in place. B for build. All right, new city. What's our new objective now? No objective at the moment. It does say build a farm. Adds 3 food, produces 1 wheat. I do think building a farm is a great idea, and probably over here. Plains probably not your best place to build a farm, I would say. Maybe grasslands. Although I guess combining a little bit of food. Let's just see where we are allowed to build. So we are allowed to build it over here. I guess a little bit extra gold. I just feel like probably the grasslands does make the most logical sense. We'll build a farm there. Who's actually working that tile? Do we know? Do we have a way to see who's working what? Figured that we did, but maybe I'm blind. We got 4 hammers left. We can build a pasture, but again, we don't really have a place to put that. We can do the tactics, which is a technology. I don't know that another scout makes a lot of sense. Maybe we'll just do the tactics, get us more cards into our deck, and kind of see where that gets us. 25% strength promotion allows unit that was built this turn to be given this order. Okay, I don't know how important that is. An immortal, though, just to have a strong unit to attack later, kind of sounds like a good idea. And since we're Persia, it also kind of makes sense that that would be probably pretty good for us. All right, let's move you over this way. Claim holy sites for something. Happiness and something. Bonuses and to immediately capture the surrounding hexes. Interesting. We'll try to move that way. He does have a warrior over here that is, or London does, that seems to be pretty strong. Then we got a scout here. There's not really much to see over this way. So maybe we just send the scout to this way. Can we just queue up the distance? Yeah, you... Oh, wait, you can go further? Then why was this only... Oh. So we can go further. Now, does going further cost something? It's interesting. I'm not used to that kind of mechanic where it was letting us go 1 tile. And maybe it was just because of hills, but it didn't say anything about movement stuff. I don't know. Alright, we'll end turn there. That's going to be fine. Got some new things shuffled into our deck now. Oh, we can actually gather resources. I forgot about that. Alright, we do have another settler popping in here, which is probably a great idea to use. 7 hammers again. Warriors are military units that can attack, fortify, and capture hexes. That makes perfect sense. The unit strength is shown in the bottom right of the card. Strength is unit's damage and health. And this is 4, just like the one that she's got. Yep, that makes sense. Except now it says 7, so she must have gotten a promotion. Are we able to capture that or gather this right here? Gather food, gold, and special resources from this hex. This gets us 1 hammer. I mean, we do have something for 5, and then I don't know if we need the charge, but doing something like the winery and maybe a cultivate action, or the warrior in a cultivate action, something like that. So maybe if we gather this, I mean, this is not even going to be something we're going to be able to get anyway. If we gather this hammer, if I'm reading this correctly. Oh. It used a hammer. Oh, it used a hammer to give us marble. I was misreading that. Okay, that's not a problem. It's just interesting. We'll move you down there. Maybe we can capture this next turn, I'm assuming. Doesn't look like we can do anything with it this turn. That's okay. So we only have 6 hammers now. That's okay. Well, in that case, we can do the settler, which I think is still a good idea. Well, can we pop it here? No. So it has to have at least 2 pops. So it is going to take a pop. I didn't notice that before. And then we can cultivate, add 1 wheat to a farm. We might as well. We've only got 1 hammer left. We might as well add this to that farm and just make that farm a super farm. And what are you going to give us? Oh, you can actually give us a horse to give us charge. I mean, we don't need it right now, but it's good to know that we have that as an option as well. Okay. Got a little population there. Presumably you're going to start getting me more hammers as well soon. Still sitting at +7 hammers. Oh, there's the satrap, which gets us more tiles. Still 7 hammers. Okay, what does it cost us to do this? It does cost us a hammer to do that. Which is probably okay. Seems like it's a good idea to grab this. Although that just gathered resources. Was I supposed to do something else to do the whole holy site thing? I must have misunderstood what I was trying to do. Capture a burning enemy city. Okay, well, we'll definitely try to do that at some point. Presumably you can't gather resources again if we've already gathered resources once. Let me come back to you. So we got 6 hammers left. We can do the satrap to be able to expand out maybe to the sheep over here, but we don't really have a thing to use that. We can do a winery. Also drop hanging gardens. Reduces required to grow all cities. I mean, it's very expensive, but don't have a lot else other than the satrap, maybe the god king. Kind of curious what this does. Let's put it. If it really matters, let's put it over here. Hanging gardens. Sure. Alright, let's go look at our... We got a settler here. Like maybe somewhere down this way or somewhere around over here. Maybe next to the gyms. Over that way. Again, it's good to know that we can move all in one turn. I'm going to leave you there because I'm going to try and see if I can figure out what I did wrong with that. Maybe I have to actually just put this inside a city. Are you already up to 9 strength? How is that possible? You must be getting some crazy upgrades. And then, I don't know if there's much for you to do. I guess we can move you over here and just do another gather thing later if we wanted to. It says we can use that, but again, that's the charge. Okay, we're good here. Surprised we're not getting more hammers at the moment based on the multiple cities. We're getting a good amount of gold. We got some good food. We got some good forces. We got a lot of cards. So what's allowing us to have more cards? Is that just simply the is that the more cities? Happiness 1 to 7, yield penalty 60%, losing 2 gold and 7 food. Looks like we need some luxuries at some point. I think we are going to go ahead and build you here. And then there's another settler. There's an immortal. 13 strength. I mean, we do have to capture a city now. So it does make a lot of sense to use the immortal for that. We'll only leave with 2. We could get a warrior to maybe group with it. Or we could do like a cultivate action. We could do a cultivate action on our... Oh, we didn't put the winery down, did we? Yeah. The pasture, which... We do have the sheep down here now. But that means we wouldn't be able to do the warrior. Okay. I think putting the immortal down... I said warrior. I meant immortal. Put the immortal down. It's very strong. And then that gives us 2 hammers left. I mean, we could put a warrior down too. Maybe between the combination of the two, it'll... Let me just build us a little bit of a military here. Apparently we can't stack them, so they're 1 unit per tile. Good to know. Oh, it takes a population. I did not realize that. We could use mobilize. We've got plenty of horses if we want to mobilize our immortal here to just kind of move out. Interesting idea. I mean, we got the horses. We might as well. Let's have you move out, my friend. And let's move over towards London. How far can we move? Okay, so hitting the M key does, just like civilization, tell me how far we can move. So we'll move you over here in preparation for attacking London. Our little scout here, can you just take this? I mean, you'll die, but at least it disrupts them for a moment. Or, I was going to try to figure out how to do the thing here. Tutorials on a procedural generator map will be different if you play the tutorial again. Oh, good to know. What? I don't know if I understood what was supposed to happen here with the thing. How we can trade too. I didn't notice that. Only a small portion of the tech tree is enabled. In the tutorial, and some cards' costs are modified. Use the button to view the full tree. Okay. I mean, the tree's not going to matter that much in the tutorial, I suppose. I don't know. Let's just attack you. Right, we both die. But at least we killed a settler, so he didn't have another city. Honestly, I think it was a worthwhile sacrifice to get rid of a settler. Presumably, we're just at war. Oh, 1 unit. Okay. Wrong button. You still need a turn. We don't have any hammers to do anything with. We could just sack ourselves here. I think we'll just leave you here. In anticipation of maybe gathering some resources next turn or something like that. So we'll just leave you there, and that's going to be fine. So he just sacrificed himself as well. That's fine. Strength. Okay, yeah, this is good. Now, here's the question, though. Do I want to give the promotion to my warrior to make it kind of similar strength to my already strong immortal? Or do I just want to give it to my immortal? Do you have a promotion slot right now? It does look like you do. I think that's what that icon with the up arrow is. I mean, we got to give it to the immortal. This is literally our strength. No pun intended, right? Yeah, I think we just got to make you, like, massively strong here. And then let's move you. I mean, probably assuming we want to take out the warrior first. Can I not move there? Okay. Can I just do an attack action here? Maybe? All right. Okay, so we can only move 1. And then we'll have to attack maybe next turn, presumably. All right, so we got 6 hammers left. We can do another farm, which seems like a decent idea. Or we can do another... I don't know we need another settler right now. 3 cities feels like, for this intro thing, probably a good idea. Let's put us another farm down. I might put it over here by Susa. Or I can just put it over here by Persepolis. Why does that have 2 X's? Oh, let's put it by a capital. And then we might actually go cultivate it immediately. And we still got some hammers. We can do this to get some more land, I suppose. And there's no reason not to, right? Other than it would give us gold otherwise. Over there. Grab those. And that leaves us with a hammer, which will turn into presumably some gold. And we're ready to take the attack to them here in a bit. We do still have a warrior over here. So let's move the warrior. Might have to go around, so maybe we move it down this way, around this way. It's a little bit weak right now, but we get that strength thing again. All right, so that warrior is in the city now, which is making it very strong over here. We got another immortal. Okay. That's very valuable. Got another warrior. Got the pasture. Let's Let's skip on a warrior. We might do the immortal here in a second. Let's see what God King gives us. 1 gold happiness produced by palace produces 1. Okay, we do need more happiness. Or +3 strength and no maintenance for 3 turns. Okay, that's actually probably better, given our current situation. So, even though I do like that one, I think we take this one. I think we play it immediately. I'm assuming this is not a promotion, so this is just literally more strength. So, +19 now. Automatically attack after moving, which we don't need right now. Let's do this attack. Let's see what this is going to actually end up being. So, T for attack. I mean, we're stronger than both the city and it combined. I'm assuming this is a good thing for us. We move into the city, but I don't think we've taken the city yet. Let me move you around. Around this way. There is a cost of movement to go across hills, which, you know, makes sense. We do have charge. We do have the winery we can plop down. Got a pasture, which actually we do have a place to put a pasture. Right? We got this over here. Actually have a couple of them. Let's put it on the cows over here. And then we got 2 hammers left. So we could plop it down another warrior. Maybe a warrior defensively just staying in back, just to kind of cover our bases here. Can't do a... Well, I mean, we could trade for that, but that seems strange, right? Because we would literally be getting it. Or can we? Can we literally just get this iron from her? And even though we're at war with her? Apparently we can. So now we can do the immortal. And we'll put an immortal down here. And we can still put a warrior down. Or put a winery down. I don't know. Let's put a warrior down. Maybe there's a reason not to do that, but by default, you can only build 1 thing in each of your cities per turn. You can increase this later with more advanced technologies. That makes sense. Okay. I think we've done everything. We're sitting on London right now. Not sure what that means. Must have a warrior down here ready to go after this city, potentially. Do we get to heal back up? Is that a thing? Got a scout back. We got divine favor. That could be useful. Alright, so what is our immortal doing over here with London? Claim territory or pillage. Capture or burn. So we actually, I guess, want to claim it. If I'm reading this correctly. Now we have London as our own. And that finishes that objective. And then presumably you can actually come down here. Looks like you can't quite get there in the same turn. That's okay. So we will just move here and be ready to attack that city next turn. I guess this immortal start moving down as well. And you warriors stay back. We do have the divine favor. 3 turns of extra strength. I might give it to this warrior just to make sure it doesn't have any issues taking York, which I don't think it will. Because it'll last for 3 turns. Although, we don't need it right this second. Well, we're not going to have it later, so let's go ahead and just do it now. Give the little warrior a little bit extra strength. And then, honestly, Divine Decree I think is also good. And then we got 5 left. More food or more wine. We never put a winery down. We can put one down now, though. Might as well. Oh, let's put it there. And then let's immediately cultivate it. Do I need the satrap? I guess I could do the scout, but there's not really much else to scout. I don't know, why not? Can we build it here? Okay, we can't stack those. Interesting. Alright, well that's that. What's next on our list of... Can we just fortify you? We can fortify you. Alright. There are multiple units stacked there, but apparently it's okay for the moment, which is weird. Do have some luxuries coming in, which apparently, hopefully will help with happiness at some point. Alright, we finished the level. Play cards and order your units. Okay, so we took a city. Yeah, yes. Not sure how awesome that was, but it's cool to kind of get into it and understand the situation here. Capture 100 enemy cities. Oh wow. Construct 200 wonders. Okay, there's some big time achievements here. But I think we're gonna put a cut in there. That seemed like a good place to stop. We'll come back and we'll try out these other 2, and then we might actually try an AI game at some point. This seems like a fun kind of lightweight game to play while we're waiting on Civ 7 and just having some fun with things. So I like it. So far, I think it's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as well. If you do like this type of video and want to see more of these, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know when these videos and more like them go live. You can consider supporting the channel with a membership if you want to do that. That's okay. If not, don't worry about that. And also, feel free to comment below. I try to read all the comments and reply to as many as I can. But I do appreciate you guys watching, and may God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.